these models, like, in the Bahamas.
The most insane festival the world has ever seen.
Island getaway turned disaster.
So the other day I was just chilling on my couch watching that Fyre Festival documentary on Netflix. It's the one about the music festival that went horribly wrong in just oh so many ways. You see, this Fyre Festival was supposed to be the most extravagant music festival of all time. Spoiler alert. It really wasn't. Like, if there was a Titanic for music festivals, this would be it. But back in 2017, the event was marketed as a luxury experience where guests would get to spend time with celebrities and other influencers on this private island in Brazil that just happened to be owned by El Chapo, apparently. I think that was a fat lie. I think they really just wanted to spice and hype this shit up as much as possible. They hired the top models in the world, and for some reason, washed up rapper Ja Rule.
Are we ready? I guess not.
I can only suppose is that he's the only one stupid and broke enough to go for this deal. And you know they blew the majority of the budget on promo and this shoot with these beautiful models, apparently the most expensive in the world. And so these engineers and computer science nerds, they flew out all these different people to this supposed location. They shot all kinds of promo over the next couple of days. They summed it all up into this 1 minute, 20-second ad. They paid all these models for social media promotion. And this thing really started to go viral on every single platform. These guys even paid Kendall Jenner $250,000 for a single post. On top of that, they were shelling out tons of money to celebrities and other online influencers to post this infamous red square, which was supposed to represent the festival. And some people out there were so sold on this idea that the Fyre Festival would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, where they got to basically spend time on intimate islands with a lot of famous people within hand's reach. Of course, accompanied by everyone's 3 favorite buddies: drugs, alcohol, and food. This was basically the ultimate clout chaser package, token, scam, however you really want to look at it. And I know it's just a bunch of hipster douchebags and frat boys who bought into this marketing ploy. It's really just a red fucking square with a bunch of beautiful models on a beach, laughing and drinking beverages with this Shrek looking motherfucker.
Are we ready? I guess not.
But somehow ads like this and promises of a luxury experience is really all it took for these low IQ but very wealthy individuals to purchase $500 day passes to $250,000 VIP packages to this Fyre Festival. That's $250,000. That's $250,000 to get pictures with Supreme Patty and Wide Neck, because you know that's the only types of people that would have been showing up at this shit. There were supposed to be private yachts, custom houses, and even luxury tents for the lowest paying of guests to stay in. And of course the hottest women in the world, the best talent that money could buy, with comedians, artists, and even musicians. But the final advertised lineup only included guys like Pusha T, Tyga, Blink-182 for some reason, the Migos, Lil Yachty, etc. Honestly, this lineup was just fucking trash, bro. I wouldn't pay $20, much less $250,000 to go see this bullshit.
I'm in this airport that is like the most ratchet airport I have ever seen. Basically getting on like this pop-up airline that pretty much like doesn't exist. I'm saying my prayers right now. Incredible news. 1 o'clock flight now delayed till 4.
And the real problem was that these guys did not have the funds to be doing all this. They managed to gather up around $27 million from other investors by lying to them about some other business they were doing. But even $27 million is grossly under the amount of money you would need to pay for an event of this magnitude. I mean, it's one thing to throw a Coachella or Lollapalooza where people aren't even staying in the same place as the event, but this shit was supposed to be luxury. It's not supposed to be in some dirt field with a bunch of pop-up tents and pop-up stages all over the place. It was supposed to be all about the amenities and the exclusivity here at the Fyre Festival. But these guys really had no plan, and they had absolutely no idea the shitstorm they were about to get themselves into. It's like they had a stupid high idea together one night and they couldn't stop trying to execute it, even at the cost of lying to and scamming thousands of people. And the thing that really pissed me off is the whole time they're talking about this elaborate plan to scam people, they're acting like they're building the fucking iPhone or something.
Within 48 hours, They sold out. These guys are either completely full of shit or they're the smartest guys in the room.
And this is where I really want to shift the focus on this guy Billy, who's kind of the master manipulator and the founder of this whole operation. I wasn't really seeing how this sloppy pig looking motherfucker was getting all this hype and all these people to believe in him, but he was. He had the charisma, people trusted him, and he managed to get a shitload of celebrities to post this infamous Red Square. He sold a ton of tickets, he brought in a lot of money from a bunch of different investors.
Billy Mcfarland
is an amazing entrepreneur. He can convince anyone of pretty much anything. They just bought an island. Pablo Escobar's island. Oh my gosh.
And it's kind of crazy because the only entrepreneurial background this guy actually had was another scam, some private credit card company bullshit that he managed to get off the ground. So he already had a very sketchy reputation in the business community.
It's basically you take a regular credit card and load it into this black card.
Correct.
Which you pay a yearly fee for, and it gives you privileges.
But I don't know, on this one, this guy really took it to a whole nother level. Like, he really had all these people convinced they were working on something completely groundbreaking. The staff, the islanders, I mean, he pretty much had the whole world convinced. He made people think that this event would be remembered forever, and that it would solidify his staff as a group of legends. And it seems like if you even started to question Billy about the legitimacy of this whole project, you would get kicked off his team immediately. It's just crazy to me that he made all these promises to so many people, and he didn't follow through on any of them unless you were a celebrity helping him out with promo. A lot of these people on his own team never got paid, including the hundreds of local islanders Billy employed who put in thousands of hours of hard labor to try and make this whole shit show happen.
Litigating from a foreign country is often too expensive to be a logical course of action. According to Exuma's Chamber of Commerce, it's unlikely these locals will ever recover their investments.
And I need you guys to understand that there was nothing luxurious about this finalized experience that these people had to endure. They were using these white little tents that were literally leftovers from the Haiti earthquake back in 2010. Like, these catastrophe domes were supposed to be the luxury experience of a lifetime. They had this shit out here looking like Fallout 3, and I don't know who would be wanting to travel over to a barren wasteland to watch Blink 182. It's just beyond me, okay? I don't know who's buying those tickets. And they even noted in the documentary that there were several times where they just wanted to say fuck it and stop the whole operation, but as the days drew closer, even though everything looked like it was going wrong, they basically said fuck it, let's let it ride. I mean, the event producer was ready to go suck on a Bahama man's dick for some water bottles, so you best believe that this shit was about to go on.
And I got to his office fully prepared to suck his dick.
And the funniest thing is that the festival really could have at least started as this little thing called karma not come into play. You see, they had this whole thing set up on a man-made island with these hundreds of little beach domes. They thought it was really gonna work out good, but then God decided to have a little fun and bring some rain down on their party. This left these white pods destroyed and the beds inside soaked, and when the guests showed up off their flights, they were hungry and confused, and they had absolutely nowhere to go. There was no one steering them in any particular direction to check in or to even get their luggage. It was really just a bunch of people sitting around baking in the sun on a pier with some complimentary bottles of alcohol.
Maybe if we get them drunk enough, they won't realize how much this fucking sucks.
And when they finally took them over to the place they would be staying for the event, people were fucking angry.
I know everyone keeps saying it online on the internet and it's kind of crazy, but it was literally like the Hunger Games. People were sprinting, trying to find a place to sleep.
And these people had every right to be angry. They were serving them up shit sandwiches left and right. Billy was nowhere to be found like Fousey at FouseyCon. There was no water, no entertainment, and everyone was gonna have to stay in these fucking domes. And it's crazy because thanks to the beautiful invention which made this horrendous event occur, news spread quickly all over Twitter that these people who bought tickets to this festival were essentially fucked. They couldn't even have their luggage handed out properly. Like, they just showed up in 2 huge truckloads, they threw this shit out there, and they said, fight to death for your Fashion Nova fits, bitch. After seeing these horrible conditions, the festival got shut down rather quickly, the talent agent canceled all the acts, and it was essentially over at that point. There were memes made, people had to wait hours upon hours at the airport for a return flight, no one got paid, and overall the event, it honestly never really even started. Thankfully, nobody died or anything like that, but the staff remaining on the island were in serious danger as they had mobs of islanders coming around angry and looking for their money. $1 million to be exact is what Billy owed them. God, this guy is such a fucking prick. And in the end, it seems like a lot of people lost a lot of money, and some people were even dealing with lawsuits and shit. And Billy was arrested for one of the biggest cases of fraud this country had ever seen. I mean, this was a crazy story. I personally think this guy Billy is an absolute cunt who wasted a lot of people's time and money, but it's kind of interesting how he tricked so many idiots into buying into this bullshit minute and 20-second ad. He had these fuckers spending $250K on a pipe dream. But what do you guys think? I think I would never trust an event like this again. I don't think I would ever go to an event like this that was outside the US, because things start getting a little spooky outside the US, man. People start getting taken. I don't really think I mess with all that. But I do want to thank you guys for watching, showing me so much love all the time. I got a lot of love for you guys, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe today if you aren't subscribed, and go chat it up with me on my social medias. All the links will be down there in the description. Catch you guys later. Peace.
I think I leveled up, so I'm feeling unstoppable. Make you stick it up, boy, I'm popping like a popsicle. Hurdle many obstacles, dodge a couple bullets, try and send me to the hospital. Now you know I'm hot dog, young Mickey Mouse. When I drop off, always shaking hands, I never fall off. Now I go into the mall and drop a couple racks. Catch me shopping up in Nordstrom, said he counting up the stacks. Find a biddy with some titties, then I take it to my crib. I seen it in the streets, now I show her how I live. Now I got it in the sheets, and she wanna have my kids. Blunt against her lips, I got trouble on my mind. The only thing that really